Rec, rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 158 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched The Accountant 2. It is a sequel to The Accountant that came out in 2016. It stars Ben Affleck, John Bernthal, Cynthia Addai-Robinson, Daniela Pineda, J.K. Simmons. It is directed by Gavin O'Connor, who, I don't know if I can ramble off all his movies. He did Miracle with Kurt Russell, Pride and Glory, Edward Norton, Colin Farrell, Jane Got a Gun. He did Warrior with the highly underrated Warrior with Joel Edgerton and Tom Hardy. Then he did I know I'm blanking on something, but then he did The Accountant. He did The Way Back, also with Ben Affleck, another very underrated basketball movie. And I think this is his first movie since then. And you got Ben Affleck, Christian Wolf. He is, I don't know how to explain it. Like the original movie has been out for 9 years, so like he's autistic. He's great. I think I don't want to offensively mess up the terminology. He's referred to as a savant because of his skills with numbers. But then in the first movie, we see the training that he's went through, and we see how he is trained, taught to not really acclimate, but embrace his triggers. And he's also very good with an automatic weapon. But something happens to get this movie kicked off, and the victim says, find the accountant. That's how he's brought in. He brings in John Bernthal, and layers of the onion get peeled back. I really enjoyed the first movie. As much as I love comic book movies, I also love a straightforward action movie, and that's what The Accountant is. And while I will die on the hill that it was great as a one-off, the Accountant 2 is absolutely an unnecessary movie. It's still a good time. I think, in my opinion, that most sequels either get made because the studio wants to milk the property for all they can, so they rush it, sequels get worse, or the cast and crew, everybody involved, had a blast making it and wants to do it again. That's where this movie comes in. That's where Joker Folie à Deux comes in. Because Joker, another movie that didn't need a sequel, Joaquin Phoenix won an Oscar. It made $1 billion. I think Warner Brothers wanted to milk that property, and the cast and crew had a blast. But I think The Accountant, everybody had fun making it and wanted to do it again. And unlike, well, I ain't gonna say that because I'm in the minority to really like the Joker sequel. I think this is a worthy sequel. A thing that I noticed about this movie that I think nobody is gonna notice, there's not very much accounting in this movie. But it's like a code name. Like Ben Affleck just is the accountant. This movie felt a little more comedic than the first one. Just the first scene that we get Ben Affleck in is funny. The camaraderie, the chemistry, the back and forth with John Bernthal, you couldn't, after watching this, you could not convince me that they're not brothers. They might really be related. The way that they're poking and shooting, well, it's because of the condition and Ben Affleck's portrayal. It's Bernthal messing with Affleck, and it's just Affleck's deadpan, emotionless responses that make it hilarious. But the character development for Ben Affleck is that he's trying to take it upon himself to fit into society. It's like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory is a similar personality, but he's just a socially awkward dude, and doesn't fit in kind of by choice. And like Ben Affleck has his medical condition. But it's just good. It's like Ben Affleck knows like what he's doing. He like the investigation, the clues leading them to other things. And then John Bernthal doesn't, his character doesn't really understand what Affleck is doing until it's done. And then he realizes like, okay, he knew what he was doing the whole time. It's, I don't know, I really enjoy the family dynamic. Like there's a Lethal Weapon, Bad Boys, Rush Hour vibe to it, but because they're brothers, it's different. Daniela Pineda, she was in I don't even know if I'm saying her name right. I've been butchering names on this channel for 14 years, but she was in Jurassic World. She was in other movies that I know that I've seen that I can't remember right now. She's a badass in this movie. I think maybe my mind wandered off, but I feel like the explanation of who she is kind of got jumbled for a second, and then like they double back and like said it again. And like her whole backstory like sucks for the character, but it made the character just a stone cold badass. I think Cynthia Addai-Robinson is dope, returning from the original movie. Like she should just be in more movies. I just like her as an actress. Maybe because I'm biased because she did like 2 seasons on Arrow. I missed Anna Kendrick, but there was no need for her character. That's the thing. Like she was in the first movie because of the accounting that she discovered, and there's no reason to bring her into this one. Yeah, dude, just a really good action movie. I don't particularly think it's as good as the first one, but it's not a huge drop off either. So with all that being said, man, I will say that in my opinion, The Accountant 2 was dope. Have you seen The Accountant 2, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I just put up a review for Until Dawn. Last weekend I watched and reviewed Sinners. 2 weeks ago was Drop and The Amateur. Another solid, different approach to an action movie. Next weekend, summer movie season starts. We're in May. Thunderbolts is on the wish list, watch list, the hope to watch and review list. Weekend of May 9th. If my theater doesn't get Shadow Force, which I think Kerry Washington is very dope. I like Omar Sy and what I've seen him in. Joe Carnahan is going to kick an at least fun action movie. Like, my theater had a poster out for it, but I don't think it'll come here. So, after Thunderbolts, I might be chilling until Final Destination comes out. But, Rec League Podcast, I think we're going to run back the card game that we played in December. Dudes are scared. I'm defending champion. So, be on the lookout for all of that, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.